Alright, we're back at it. We're back at it. I promise. This is next week is going to be different. I'm going to stream all 4 days. You know, I had to make sure stuff got done. So, sometimes you gotta put other things in front of the stream. Just like some taxes and schoolwork and all that good stuff. But we're back and we're back at it again. Like how they added a little detail in some places too now. I like that. We're back again for Mountain Blade Bannerlord, so we're gonna drop in today. Kind of what we were doing last time was a mix of things. We just took this castle down here and gave it to one of my to one of the new clans to try and hopefully tie them down as a clan that's gonna roll with us for a while. If we check here, I don't think that person's my friend yet. I don't think the new clan member is a friend yet. Okay, no, he's a friend now. So this is good. So because he's a friend, that means that there's a good chance that they're gonna stay in my kingdom for a little bit here because we have a good relationship with him. He's one of my friends now, and if you look here, the previous clan he just came from was the Western Empire, I believe, and he's not friends with the head of the Western Empire. If I'm correct here, I don't see him here. So, or maybe he's a part of Britannia. I think he was a part of the Western Empire before. And Garios is the head of the Western Empire. You see, he doesn't have that many friends. So it always gives us a good chance to kind of poach a couple people from his grasp every once in a while. But he's not that old, 48, not that great, but not that old. But he is. He is a friend, and it's kind of funny because okay, so he used to be a part of Batana. He used to be a part of Batana, and we took him prisoner twice. Like we beat him in battle and took him prisoner twice. So he definitely respects us as a like a fighter because we kicked his ass in the field. So that's great. Let's see. I want to see if he's friends with the head of Batana. Caldog is the head. So it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like he's friends with Caldog, which, that's great. It gives us a good chance here to keep him for a while. He's not friends with anybody. He used to be, He doesn't seem like he's friends with anybody who's head of another kingdom, so it gives us a good chance to keep him around for a while. Here's our kid. I could give them a role already? Our kid looks mad young. But I don't see them in our party yet. It still says they're in Chakland, so they're still kind of just out here doing whatever. So as soon as they become eligible to, as soon as this child becomes eligible to kind of like start doing stuff, I'm gonna have him do stuff immediately. Hopefully we could get another kid soon. We want as many heirs as possible. But ultimately, I have no problem having the heir to the throne be a girl. So she'll probably take over regardless of what happens. Even if we have another child, she's the firstborn. And we still have a good amount of cash here. Good amount of levels. I'm just kind of getting like a nice little overview of what we have. And I might drop some of my troops off again, and keep the cavalry, keep them as kind of like King's Guard in essence, so I can move around the map faster while we're not at war. And while we're gonna be in a stage where we kind of start recruiting again. So I can have him become a C-rated chief or a very veteran. I think I'm gonna have him very veteran because it doesn't matter. Both these guys level up into Denzeric. So whichever way they go to Denzeric. So having them as like a traditional troop is fine with me. And these Sea Raiders, we want to get them Sea Raider wars because I could turn them into regular troops, but they wouldn't have the option to become super elite cavalry units. I'll take two, because at some point there is a diminishing return on how much cavalry we do have, because we have plenty of cavalry at this point in time right now. We have elite cataphracts, we have highwaymen, we have plenty of cavalry, so we're gonna keep working it though. We're gonna keep making sure our cavalry stays nice and strong because they win us a lot of battles, especially in the open field. Let's check. Let me get a count on the cavalry we have. We have 34. Okay, so we don't have enough. 127, 34, and 60. I'd actually would want to get my cavalry up to a higher level as well. So looking here at a max party size, let's see, we get up to 259, so I get 20 wounded. Cavalry, 3, most of them are footmen. And that's what you love to see. Batch 10 Fians. And we're going to start having a lot more of these as we have Force Bandits kind of getting ready to go. And these freebooters, I could turn them into Falxmen, so Falxmen are pretty high. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I muted everything. I did not mute my alerts. But, well, anybody who likes ESPN get to hear that nice and clear. But we could have them turn into Falxmen, who aren't bad troops. They're not horrible, but I personally don't like them that much just because they don't have a lot of armor and they don't have that great shields. Veteran Falxmen are pretty good, and they're good at stopping cavalry charges. They have decent scaled armor and stuff like that. But for the most part, I want these guys to become Fians, and these freebooters give us a chance to do that because they go to Force Bandits, and having disciplinarian perk is going to work wonders in terms of really building out our archer unit. And because now we have that, we don't have to make any more Imperial Archers. We have enough Paladin Guards. We have 30 of them. We don't need any more of those guys, but we could use some Fian Champions to really even it out and make it a really dominant archery force. So for recruits now, there's no point in me picking up any more, making any more archers out of recruits. In that aspect, I'm just gonna find bandits and convert them. That's a much more efficient manner we could do that in to make sure we really drive home the point that we want super elite, like super elite archers. Yeah, a couple of yeah. So for the most part we're good. And if I check my party here, I could split these guys up into like groups again to make sure we're like running at an optimal pace in terms of like being where we need to be in terms of troops. Like pikemen are in one area, infantry are in another area, blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna allow it right now. I actually might drop some troops off, like I said earlier. I might drop some troops off at one of the castles so we could haul ass around the map a little bit. I do want to trade for a little bit. To level my trading a little more because we do have plenty of levels to go. 225 is attainable. Obviously not attainable in this episode, but it's something that I should constantly be working towards, where we can start giving away settlements when I do barters. I think that would be beneficial because once we get to that point, yeah, back at it again. Thanks for tuning in. Once we get to that point, it makes it a lot easier to get. If I could give settlements away in barters, I could give settlements away to some of my like other clans and stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier instead of having to capture a settlement and give it to them from the gates. We could just give it to them later down the line. Increase tariff income by 10%. And also I do want to get this next level here. I want to get to 150, so I'm going to drop some troops off so we can start moving around a little faster. And then we're going to upgrade our trading real quick. And I still own this castle here. This castle is pretty far on the front line. So I'll put my troops in this castle here because if anything hits the fan, I want to be able to get my troops back as soon as possible. And the easiest way, because I'm probably going to be over here, so I'm going to be trading over here. So if I'm running back to try and save shit, this is going to probably be the first piece of territory that I see. So I'm going to put my troops in this castle. Put my troops in this castle so they're a little easier to pick up on my way back. I got the little mosquito on my wrist. Let's see what this castle's doing. They're training militia. Okay, so we're at 300 militia. At this point, we could kind of tell them to relax now. Prosperity. is a +2 irrigation. Let's get the town population up. Yeah, let's get the town population up and let's drop some people off in the garrison here. There'll be ground troops. I'm gonna keep a bunch of archers. Like, there'll be ground troops and a couple archers. So these archers here, I want these specific archers to level up so I could turn them into what I want. So I'll drop off a lot of my paladin guards here because we don't need all of them. We just need these guys because these are guys I want to get levels. And then I'm also gonna drop off a bunch of infantry as well. Some of my higher end infantry. So the hired blades and the legionaries. So we're gonna be a little weaker, but we'll be fine because we still have a good amount of forces here. Yeah, 154. And who else will I drop off here? These veteran warriors. So basically, all my super high end level troops are gonna get some vacation time. Good guy moves. Good guy moves. You love to see it. I'm gonna give all my high end troops basically some vacation time in this castle here. They can chill there, do whatever they want. And I did this just to increase my map speed. So this gets us up to a pretty good speed. And these looters here, I mean, I could turn them into infantry, but for the most part, I want forest bandits. Yeah, 5.8 is a pretty good speed. There's some forest bandits down here. Try and take them captive real quick. I should be able to catch up to them right now, and they're done. So they should probably surrender. If they surrender, that's 4 more troops. Yeah, there we go. So we'll take them just outright. And this is how we're going to build our archer corps. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Alright, let's trade. Yeah, let's get up to 150 on that trade so I could get that next skill tree perk and really like start making some good money from my workshop. So you have rusty mail bands here. These aren't horrible. Crack splint boots. So maybe one of my companions could probably use some of this shit. Maybe not. She has what are these? Eastern Curve boots. You know what? Let's replace your boots. They'll be better armor. Let's do that, and I give her mail mittens, but these are rusty and they're kind of trash. They look a little trash. Everything else I like on her. She has a really high level helmet. Eastern Traveling Marlow armor is pretty good. This worn one, leather one. If it wasn't worn, maybe it'd be as good as what she has on. But for the most part, it's probably worse off. So everything else here looks like it could be traded in. So I'll go ahead and trade it in. Oh, they don't have a lot of cash, so we can't actually do too much here. These guys are broke, big broke. All right, let's see. What do they have that I want? A Damascus steel Spathion. I already have one. That's crazy. I could buy it just to maybe get some Damascus steel in terms of like smithing for 27 grand. Because you don't see these swords that often. Yeah, fuck it. Let's take it. We'll take that and I'll give them basically everything else. Yeah, so if I do this, It gives the town money. I only pay 5 grand. I'm a millionaire for all intents and purposes, like literally. So it's not really an inconvenience, but I want to work this in the smithery just to get some Damascus steel. I hope. It's a great sword. I could easily just give it to somebody, but I want to see what. Yeah. So what do we get? What do we get here? We get 3 pieces of Damascus steel and 5 pieces of fine steel. Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Nice. Alright, so I just want to do that. So now we have 3 pieces of Damascus steel. So if we want to forge a sword now we could actually forge like one of the higher end ones. So if we look down here, we have this one up here that's that we unlocked a while ago, and it looks really nice. It wouldn't be better than the sword I have now, I don't believe. But like, cause now we can make this type of thing here. It has pretty good cutting. This thrust pierce damage is pretty low. And this swing cut damage is 79. So obviously it's worse than what I have. So I wouldn't actually want to make this. It wouldn't make too much sense to lose all my Damascus steel. Not yet, at least. I want to keep working. But if you look at the sword I have here, you kind of compare the two. Oh, they added this new preview feature. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's dope. If you look at this one here, you see it has swing damage 75 and thrust damage 50. So it wouldn't make sense for me to make a new sword that would be significantly worse off than this one until I get to that point where it's a better deal. Let's see if they have any good armor, because I'm always looking for an armor upgrade. I'm wearing rusty chainmail, and it's like I should probably be wearing better armor at this point. I mean, I could upgrade to this cavalry armor, but I don't like the look. I don't know. I just don't like this look. I just don't like that look. So that's the only reason I kind of whoa, I read your eyes. That's the kind of the reason I keep this rusty armor on, because I mean, this look isn't the greatest, but it's cheap, and I don't have to pay for I have to pay like a high amount of money for something that I don't really want. Lamar plate boots are technically better, but they're like, I also like decorated shit better too. Ooh, maybe the Imperial long cape is better than what I have on now. I have the studded shoulders. What does the long cape look like? It makes me look like a superhero. I'm good. I'm good off that. Yeah, I'm looking for some like serious plate armor, man. I want some like actual legit shit. Not anything that's like whack. What do we have here that we could trade? I have it in terms of value, but I want to go in type. Alright, we don't have anything here we can trade, but they have stuff that we could trade. Okay, so they have jewelry. So we'll go ahead and we're gonna be buying some stuff from here. It looks like they have a lot of green prices. We don't have any true leads, but this is looking like Rote and Jacqueline. We could take 43 linen. Jacqueline again. So it looks like we're going to Jacqueline. Make that trip real quick. Pottery. Rotate for 234. There's only one of them. And jewelry is to Jacqueline. Yeah, so we're gonna make a trip to Jacqueline. Spend a nice 3 stacks here. And Jacqueline isn't too far. It's a nice trip, but it's not too far away. Wait, maybe I underestimated how far away it is. Trying to remember, where is it? It is Toyota Yamaris. See, I'm out here slacking. I don't remember the map like that. That's how long it's been. It's been like a week, and I already started forgetting the map. All right, focus. Porous. Jacqueline is really green, right? There it is. I'm sitting here looking for like other colors, and Jocelyn's my own town. That's hilarious. Alright, so we're gonna make this move over here real quick. I could, in theory, pick up that Sea Raider if I wanted to, because he'd probably surrender. He's a single troop. He'd probably surrender immediately. Get him to the troops, but I don't really want to do that right now. I don't want to get distracted. Let me get this shit to this town. Hopefully, level up and trade and get this next perk. But if I see any forest bandits, I'm on their ass. That is the truth. Alright. Quick stop here. Let's trade some stuff. Rotate for 150 whatever. Okay, so tools held up. The jewelry held up. But it looks like the linen did not. So we could take the money here, make our money back, and then we could take the linen up to rotate. Because we could buy it for not that cheap here, but it's not as valuable as I would want it to be. 121. We get 99 for it. Actually, let's sell some here. And then I'll sell the rest of rotate. I'll see if I can bring anything else to rotate here as well. Could bring this wool to rotate for 66. I'll do that. That's wine. My troops would probably end up drinking it, so it's cheap, but I might as well just get it for the troops. So now we're going to travel up to rotate. We get 150 in trade, which is exactly what I was looking for. So we get this extra perk here. So workshop increased by 25%, or tariff income by 10%. Now if you look here, you see my workshops make 658, and my caravans make significantly more. But I don't think I've established enough workshops to really take advantage of that. I should probably have workshops in all of my fiefs to really drive the point home. So Zeneca, Rote, Jacqueline. So whenever you lose a town, or whenever you go to war with a place, you do lose that workshop. So Zeneca got taken over by Botana while we were at war with them, so we lost that workshop. Or do we still have Zeneca? Wait, might be tripping. Okay, we still have Zeneca, Rote, and Jacqueline. So Sanala, we lost Sanala immediately because we went to war with the Azerai. So since we did that, we lost our workshop in Sanala and Askar, which were pretty profitable for us. We kept Zeneca, Rote, I believe is these guys as well, right? Yeah, it is. So because this hasn't fallen, like, so as long as we don't have anything in Botana or Azerai, because those are the people we're going to be going to war with probably the most frequently, because they're our direct neighbors. We'll be able to hold on to those workshops a little longer. I think it would probably be a safe bet to also have workshops over here as well, because I am friends with the faction leader, and I'm also married to his daughter, so they probably won't declare war on us too often. They might do it every once in a while, but probably not too often. So it'd probably be safe to have workshops over here as well. So I'm going to increase my workshop output and then establish another workshop in Charas, because it's our town, so we could really take advantage of that. The bound villages are Saveth and Vesin. So Vesin has olives, Saveth has horses, and also it's going to take advantage of this castle here, which also has olives. This castle, yeah, it's just unsacked. So it has 2 bound villages with olives. So Olive Press and Charas might not be the end of the world in terms of production. So I might do that. Olive presses don't make that much money though, but it would probably be beneficial for us to have olive press there. So I'll go ahead and upgrade my workshop income here. And I'm going to go ahead and start a new workshop in Charas. No, start another oil press. Continue my oil press empire. And any moment now, I expect the mercenaries that are still with us to leave. That's okay. That's why we bring in other clans as well. Go ahead and take a walk. It'd be a dope feature if they did the situation where whenever you're like the king of a town or a settlement, uh, you get to ride a horse in that settlement. I think that'd be a dope feature. Oh, it's nighttime. Like whenever you're the king, you could kind of ride. You could ride a horse in the settlement because you fucking make the rules. That'd be hilarious. What's up, man? How's life going? Nothing to report. Good. I do wonder what the difference is as like the king of the town versus like just regular shit. I actually have never like truly explored shit like this. Oh, okay, so you could just trade individual shit like on an individual basis here, which is pretty cool. It goes straight to the town menu, so we could always use some war horses. I always want to keep our war horse reserve topped off. So there's an olive press right here. Do we already? I'm gonna go ahead and talk to these guys over here. Gang leader. What happens if I talk to this guy? What happens if I talk to him like, yo, I'm kind of in charge of the town, you're a gang leader, but... I'm somebody you don't want to mess with. Damn. That's crazy. He's talking real crazy. I don't know. I feel as if I should probably press him. Like, he's talking real crazy to me. It's real disrespectful. Here's a shop worker. Let's see what he's saying. 12 stacks? Sure. And keep it as an olive press because we have two bound villages that produce olives, so that'll probably be the most profitable thing in this town. So once again, got these guys who produce olives over here. Investing is a bound village to Charas, so they directly trade there, and then the castle's bound villages trade with the nearest town. So in this case, these villagers here who have olives are going to come over to Charas as well. So that gives us another workshop. So now we have 4. I'm in Kingdom tab. I need to be in Clan. So it gives us 4. We have 2 olive presses and 2 breweries. And it probably would make sense for me to have something in Guyland too, because it's our town. It'd be probably a good idea to take advantage of that. But I'm looking here. Guyland has Merc and Norgate. So Norgate is olives, Merc fish, and this town here is olives. So I mean, technically, I could probably start another olive press in Guyland as well. Shockland is a great place for olives as well. So olives coming from here, fish. What's this place over here? Olives as well, and then this castle over here produces olives. So sometimes they go to Shockland, sometimes they don't. And Tabel might send these guys olives. So Jacqueline's like, I might have like a little olive empire on these 3 towns. Just everything to do with olives. We have them. I could do that. It looks like the Azrai, I mean not the Azrai, Batana is at war with okay, they're at war with the Western Empire. I was gonna say it looks like Azrai is at war with Batana, but it looks like they're not. The Khuzait, wow. So the Khuzait are all the way across the map attacking this village over here near Orcs Hall. I do want Orcs Hall in the future though. I like its location strategically. Like on this kind of like mini peninsula type of thing. I mean, you could call it a peninsula. This is 3 sides of water, right? 1, 2, 3. But I mean, I just like its positioning. I think it's a cool place. dope place if you wanted it to be like a seat of power. Looks more like a castle location than a town, but it is what it is. And Oxhall also sounds more like a castle than a town, but the game's a game. I'll allow it. So looking here, now that we have that boost, I'm gonna go onto the recruiting trail again. I'm probably gonna try and bring in one more clan, and then I might go after I bring in one more clan. I might just declare war on Botana. We're paying them a lot of money, and I don't like that. And also, there's some territory to be had as well. Ortiza, Sargot, Pravent, or Oxhall, Ostican, Revolt. Like all these places are prime for us to take. I also want this castle here, but that's gonna come a little later. But I definitely want Sargot. We used to have Sargot, and I want Sargot back. I want revenge on that. And Ortiza is also a great trading city, just because it has access to the desert here and also to the mainland. So I kind of want to get revenge on them, and also weaken them a little. They are one of the stronger factions. You look at the amount of territory they have; it's pretty significant. Taking maybe 2 or 3 towns from them. If you could take maybe these 3 towns, that would put a dent in their power, and maybe you could start seeing a power shift between the Western Empire and Botana. You could, excuse me, burp there. Maybe you can see the Western Empire start pushing over a little from the north and start taking their territory. Eventually, we got to go to war with the Western Empire, but I want to get more revenge on Botana first, because when we first took this castle over here, all the way back when my character was like 30 years old. If you don't know, my character is not that young anymore. Let me go to the clan page here. My guy's 52. Back when I was 35, back when I was a young man, I took my first castle. It was over here. It was this castle. It was great. I developed it. I made these 2 villages over here into extremely prosperous villages. They're doing their thing. They're extremely prosperous. They're living well. They're living a great life. And Botana, out of nowhere, declared war on us and took this castle back, and they've held it ever since. And it's a hard castle to take because of its location in the mountains, and because I built everything up, and it was a maxed out castle, and I still want revenge for that castle. So fuck these guys. So eventually, I'm gonna work to get these guys out here. But looking now, prevent. I want Sargot and Ocissa first, though. These are 2 places I definitely take first. Also looking at Veron Castle and Abcormer Castle. This castle could be key as well. If we could take those 4 things, then we could probably have a little peace for a while. Because Hongard Castle kind of protects us from any assaults coming from Bravend. They have to go by this castle, so we'll see them or we'll hear of them, type of thing. But this castle here seems like it's a pretty important strategical position. It also looks like a massive castle. I wonder what it looks like once you're actually on the map. Like in terms of like other castles, it dwarfs this castle. This castle looks like this, and then this castle up here looks like it's a small town. So I definitely like to get that, and especially compared to the castle we have down here. This castle over here is like a micro castle. It's basically just 1, 2, 3, 4 walls put together with a tower, which medieval times is a real thing. This castle here looks way more extensive. So I definitely want to get on their asses, so I'm going to go and recruit. I think if I get one more clan, we'll be in a much better spot. Because when you look at our kingdom here, we have a bunch of mercenaries who are running low on influence, so they'll leave shortly. But Phalantes here, I think they're going to continue to gain influence, if I'm correct. I think they're going to gain influence over time. I would love to know if I could check that somehow. But I'm going to see if I can pick up one more clan. So we're gonna hit the road a little bit here. I would love to offer one of these mercenary clans a full-time clan position, but you can't do that yet. I think that's something they should definitely add to the game. 31 looters. Can't pass this opportunity up. I still do want to level my archers as well. So these guys are gonna turn around trying to run. They're not gonna get far. Hopefully we're not fighting in the village. That'd be super annoying, but I want to level my archers to give them a good chance here. We might not fight them in the village. Fucking hell. I hate village fighting. Alright, we escaped it. Move out! Loose formation! So I'm gonna have my archers deal with this as best as they can here. And they start off on top of this mini hill as well. Eventually, you're gonna get it fixed where you could set up your troops before the battle. But I really want my archers to. Yo, why aren't you shooting anything? Yeah, get your bow ready and shoot in that gap. Don't be lazy. But yeah, I want my archers to get levels here, so this is why we're doing this right now. I got 31 people. They have no strategies. They're gonna run straight into us, and my archers are gonna have a field day. Let them shoot a little while. Once they stop shooting, I'll go ahead and have my cavalry. Actually, I'm done even stop shooting. I'll have my cavalry go ahead and start sweeping them up now. Catch up to those guys. We did a good job here. 2 levels on the archer. I was hoping for more. And my wife gets a level, so that's cool. But we get Forest Bandit and a Bushwhacker that go up. That's cool with me. For the most part, I do. Yo, Jalil, what's good? Saturday, bro. Let me know what you're doing Saturday. For the most part, I also want to make sure I get my cavalry as many levels as possible as well. Oh, these guys are done. They're stuck in the river. We got some prisoners. I don't want any looters. I really don't need them. They're just regular infantry troops to us at this point. But we want to get these forest bandits going popping. So we need to get those freebooters, and the freebooters to forest bandits to Tibetan Fians, and these guys to champions. So we're still working in that aspect here, and we'll keep working. I could get to the point where I have a super elite archer unit. But yeah, Jalo, I'm gonna be in town Saturday if you're trying to link. Let's see here. All right, so back on the road. I'm definitely trying to take clans away from who I'm about to attack. That's probably the best case scenario. So if I'm talking to somebody in Batana, that'd probably be the better situation for me, because I'd put us in a spot where we're actively weakening some of our opposition and strengthening ourselves as well. I don't have any specific targets. I don't think I have any friends who are part of this clan, so it's not gonna be like I have a step up. But let me go. There's somebody in this town over here, Thasma. Let me go see what he's a part of. No, he's part of the Azrai. He can kick rocks. So he's adding troops to the settlement, so it looks like he might be somebody who could run stuff. So let me talk to him real quick. I'm a real charming guy, you feel me? I barely know you and you're asking me to talk treason. You're damn straight. Alright. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you can be a charming guy like myself, you feel me? Sometimes you're a little charming, so stuff like that works off the first bet. I don't think it's gonna work full stop. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get this guy to convert. But sometimes you know, you can put up a Hail Mary once in a while and it might work. Oh shit. Oh, that didn't work. I'm not charming enough. Critical fail. You hate to see it. Okay, I just want to see where she stood as well. So that's their whole clan. So critical fail. You hate to see it, but then again, you know, sometimes you gotta put shots up. If you don't shoot these shots, they're not gonna go. You have no chance of making any of it. You feel me? You miss 100% of the shots you don't make. There's a lot of looters running around this area. It's hilarious. Ooh, there's some mountain bandits. You could take some of them captive, convert some of them to pretty good troops. But not right now. Let's go talk to this guy. Don't get into that town. Don't go into that town. Come on, make it there. Damn it to hell. The spy among us. What the fuck does that mean? I'm hosting a tournament in Omer and I'm expecting contenders to partake from all over the realm. I have my reasons to believe that one of the 10 warriors is actually a spy sent to gather information about defenses. This is just an interesting quest. So I'm about to just do it just because I've never seen this quest before. This is pretty dope. Like this would just be a nice little interesting side quest here. I have no allegiance to this guy. I'm literally a king, but this seems cool. By myself, we have a tournament. Participant is asking questions about the state of the garrison and the walls. Things could be concerned. No, I travel. Man, the private information I received, I think. I mean, I don't have a companion with any higher skill than roguery 100. So this helps. This is gonna help my roguery. No, this is just a cool one. What town am I in? I forgot what town I'm moving in. Also, this is why I don't like Botana. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at the state of this palace. So this is supposed to be the Lord's Hall, and it's looking like this. Sheesh. They're really on that forest shit. Shit. I just smacked the heck out of my computer. Ignore that. Sorry. Nice sunny day out here. Let me back out real quick. I'm not gonna lie. He said Omer. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I'm even in that town right now, so I have to go up, make a trip to this town. I should before I do that, I should check the trade out here, make sure that I'm not missing an opportunity to trade some stuff. My Fitbit is telling me to get my steps in, but fuck the steps. It's Bannerlord time. There's no time for steps. Pen Connect for 141. I'll take advantage of that. Pen Connect for 168. I'll take advantage of that. Ooh, whoa. Send Zeneca for 320. Zeneca is hot. What the? Whoa. What else? What else can we tell on Zeneca? 203 on that fur. Do I get sidetracked? No. I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay focused. Pen Connect for 822. Jeez. Yeah, I'll stay kind of focused. Let me just get this furs and shit real quick to Pen Connect since it's right here. It's technically in the wrong direction, but it's a quick trip. That's why I dropped a lot of my infantry off, so we could kind of haul ass around the map. So when I get off the beaten course, we could, you know what I'm saying, bounce in, bounce out. So we're in, we're gonna trade, we're out, we're gonna go to Omer and solve this case, solve this mystery. So we can sell this wool. The linens are pretty good prices here too. Well, great. They have more than enough money. We have silver ore. Yeah, Zeneca for 320. That's a lot of money. I'll sell it here though. Cotton as well. And the furs. So a pretty penny we could make off this. Nice 13 stacks. I mean, yes, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing to our rank counts, but it's also going to help our trade go up. Now, let me drop that off here. Yeah, we get to 151. We constantly want to up our trade, so we're going to Omor. So I'll trade stuff on the way. So anything in Dongialis, Marnath, Sinion, if I could take from Penkanak would be worthwhile because I want to carve straight through on a beaten path there. So I'll check in with the trades. If there's anything I could trade, I'll take it. If there's not, I won't. It has to be on the way though. It has to be on the way. Doesn't look like it's gonna be anything. It looks like we don't have any tips for it, which is fine. I get it. We haven't been there in a while. So let's move. I want to solve this murder. I was gonna say murder mystery. I want to solve the spy mystery just because I've never seen a quest like this before. I'm the king of an empire running tasks for this random guy because it sounds cool. I swear they better not declare war on me while I'm doing this task for him. And one of my companions. Oh, she's down here. Yeah, she's done. Gets attacked by looters, so it must be a lot of fucking looters if they're attacking her. I'm guessing, like, at that point, with the amount of looters that attacked her, it must be like 50 plus for them to have the courage to even do that. Ooh. The jewelry looks like it's at a really high precedent here. Let's keep moving though. Forest bandit hideouts are right there. We could probably definitely clear out in one night, but we got some forest bandits right here we're about to press out of existence. Alright, so we get double forest bandits. Hopefully they surrender still. Yeah, I'll take all of you guys. Come on in. Join the party. Come on in and join the party. You guys too. There's 40 looters over there, so once we take you guys, you'll get to do some free training. Yeah, we're starting to get our forest bandits up. So we have what's this 23, 29 forest bandits kind of in the queue who are all going to be archers. So I could probably chill out on them now. 41 range because I also have a bunch of archers in my garrison as well. So I probably won't take any more forest bandits because I do have a bunch. I have 31 paladin guards in my garrison, so I don't need a shit ton of archers, but this also does make it cool when I could do stuff like this. And not because I think these forest bandits and bushwhackers and freebooters are super elite troops. They are pretty good. They have 2 quivers of arrows, so they come with a bunch of arrows. It's because I have disciplinarian, so I can convert them into the highest level archers in the game. And that puts us in a position where we could basically be almost unstoppable. Because we'll have such high level archers, and by highest level archers in the game, I mean these guys. Like Betfians, and let's see if I can find some of the champions. This guy right here, like these guys right here are absolutely disgusting. You see they have pretty good weapons, they have really good swords on their back, pretty heavily armored, they have chainmail, they have bear skin around their neck, they have a good nice helmet. And yeah, these guys, these looters here are just kind of running into their death here. I respect the fact that they got this close. I definitely need to get my cavalry units up though. Yeah, I definitely need to get my cavalry. Oh, 6 levels still. Definitely get my cavalry units up. My wife gets another level on riding and archery, which is dope. Bushwhackers, freebooters, forest bandits, and Fians. All great things. All great things. One more person needs to get pressed. Hurry this process up, please. There they go. And we can go. We can move on. And we don't need any of those guys. But these bushwhackers, go to freebooters, forest bandits, defiance, defiant champions. Nice little assembly line. Nice little line of progression there. Nice and clear. And it gets us to a point where we can get really high level shit. Alright, let's get over to Omir and solve this mystery. Kaladar, that's the leader of the other Batana. Like, if we went to war, I'd have to probably... Like, if they declared war on me right now, it'd probably be in my best interest to, like, beeline towards him. right here, right now, and we could probably take him with this 166. It'd be a hard fought battle, but we could probably take him. Alright, let's figure this shit out. Lord Karn of Olmer has told you about rumors of the spy disguised amongst tournament attendees. You would take care of the situation. Alright, let's ask around. And for those of you wondering, I have upgraded my computer. It finally happened. It only took me like 2 months of saying it. I finally did get the upgrade in there, so the overheating problems on my CPU seem to be a thing of the past. Got a pretty beefy one in there, so we should be good. I probably will never have to take another computer heating break again. So, good news. We're making progress, you know? Alright, so let's check here. Let's check in here. It's actually a pretty cool town, I must admit. Right on the wow, this town is really nice. This seems like a town out of Skyrim a little, you know? Like you got the coast over there. Like I don't remember this town looking like this, but then again, I think I've only actually been here in person once. Like look at this. This is like a really phenomenal view. I think they did an excellent job with the towns in this game in comparison to other games. Like this looks like a proper like ancient town. Like, look at this shit, yo. This is fucking gorgeous. Like, I mean, the graphics obviously could be way, way better. They could be scaled up way, way, way higher. I might actually do that because I forgot I turned a bunch of the graphics down. I might scale up the graphics for the next one. But, like, look at this, man. That view of the ocean is impressive. Like, this would be a place that would be... I mean, obviously it wouldn't be cool to live because living in ancient times fucking sucked compared to now. But, you know, if you were born in ancient times, living on the coast wouldn't be the end of the world, right? Alright, it's time to ask some people around. I should probably ask like maybe some bandit leaders, some guys who really know about that roguery shit, but let me ask this townsman over here. Alright, so I'm making progress. I need to talk to a merchant. Let me go talk to those guys over there with the bold contender, confident contender. Alright. Hardy contender. I mean, realistically, if I'm looking at a place for somebody who might be on some other shit, checking over there, the hardy contender, in the clearing, which is a bandit hideout, kind of like not a bandit hideout, but like a roguery hideout type of place, cool like a cucumber. That is an option. This bold contender is in the back street. That's an option. This guy down here, it looks like there's a waterfront. That's the clearing. I want to go to the waterfront and see what that looks like. If I'm correct, I believe that's the waterfront, and that one's up there. Up there is the back street. I want to see if the waterfront in this town, because it's on the ocean, is actually a waterfront. This looks like it's not the way there. Oh, maybe it was. Let me talk to this guy though. Now, dude got that thing on me, just in case shit gets real. Like, you see the sword on my side. I got that thing on me. She's packing heat, too. You know the vibes. Actually, go ahead and gather everybody. Because I don't know if shit's about to go down or not. And if it does, I want to have everybody I can with me. Oh, yeah. So, this is probably the first time that a waterfront is actually the fucking waterfront. Most of the time it says a waterfront because the town isn't on the water, it doesn't actually mean anything. This is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. The water animations actually look alright. I mean, obviously that boat animation is not the greatest because water's clipping through it. But at the end of the day, with everything that's in this game, I can't say it's anything crazy. That's pretty dope. I mean, I'm guessing if I fall in there, I'll probably die or some shit. So I don't want that. But yeah, this is pretty nice. They have like that little that torch, that thing on the top over there. That's pretty cool. You're back. Okay, you gather everybody. All right. Oh, this guy's wearing some nice shit too. I'd love to steal his shit. Let's see. Is that everybody? Horse thief, willow bark. Is that everybody supposed to be in this town? Oh, I guess maybe my wife isn't actually in the town with us. So it's just us three, huh? Not the greatest protection for me right now, but it's all cool. Huh. So I don't want to accuse anybody of being a spy all crazy. So I'm gonna talk to some thugs, see if they have. Okay, so these thugs are trying to press me. Dignified contender. I don't know. A nasty looking sword. So that's what she said, right? He's carrying an axe. He's carrying a. I don't know if that's a nasty looking sword. It's a pretty clean looking sword. I don't want to talk to these thugs all crazy because I really don't want to fight them right now. Yes, it probably wouldn't be a problem for me to kill them all, but I'm not trying to get into a fight right now. Right now, I'm trying to narrow this down. The most profitable workshop, I think it's like a brewery in Sinaloa or some shit. It's like basically look. I think they're actively nerfing all the super obvious ones. So whenever you're looking for a workshop, Lord Teferis, whenever you're looking for a workshop, check the bound villages in the name, check what they produce, and then also check the nearest castle and that castle's bound villages. If you could find one that has 3+ things that are the same and bound to it, that'll be a profitable workshop. And then if you get to 150 on the trade and you could boost your workshop revenue, it'll be really profitable regardless of what you make. But if I remember correctly, Sinaloa, having a brewery in Sinaloa is probably one of the most profitable ones because it has like 4 bound villages that produce grain or some shit. Ah, okay. Alright, so the person has a nasty sword and a beard, so we're making progress. Okay, I think we're making progress on this. I like this. I like this quest. I like a quest like this. If I wasn't the king of a kingdom, and actually doing a quest for a lord of another kingdom, which is pretty weird in itself, that this quest would be dope. If I was like 30 years old, if I was a lot younger in this campaign, I think this would be dope. But I'm gonna talk to a bunch of the merchants because oh, actually, it'd probably be a good idea for me to head over to the tavern. Where's the tavern at? It's a brewery, area, dungeon. What's the tavern? There it is. I'm gonna head over to the tavern because they said they were drunk there. So let me go over to the tavern and talk to some people around there. See if I can find this out. Because I want to narrow it down as much as possible. So I know he's a beard. I know he has a sword. Those are the contact clues we've had so far. So a person with a beard and a sword, and then I could really get an idea. Now, realistically, I think it's gonna be a tough fight because I don't have a shield, and whoever I might end up having to fight them. And I'm gonna guess if I have to fight them, they probably have armor on as well. So it's going to be a tough fight, but that's why I brought my companions with me to make it hopefully a 3-on-1. Huh. Okay, he said he's loyal to the king. That's pretty crazy. See if this townswoman heard anything. Okay, nothing. Gotta turn every table here. Well, there's one handsome warrior, maybe younger than the others, didn't have all the scars and whatnot. Some of these hard cases pick. Okay. Alright, so a beard, unscarred face, and a nasty looking sword. Okay, we're making progress. I think this quest is dope. Maybe it's just my opinion. Maybe just my opinion. I think this one's dope. Let's go ahead and talk to the tavern keeper, see if he has anything for me. You got nothing for me. Yo, bro, please. Who are you? Mercenary guard? I might hire you. Oh, wow, you get food. Alright, let's talk to some people here. Profit of 7 and low, they say. That's nothing to me. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to everybody in this bar. Just real quick, and then we're just gonna start making moves. Borsha Blood Axe. This looks like a companion candidate here. And I don't need anybody else in my company. I think I'm maxed out anyways. Sir, people gossip. Everyone around here knows you've been asking those questions. You're going. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I can't ask too many more people. Fuck it, let's roll. I'm about to roll on somebody real quick and accuse them. So I know they have a beard. They don't have scars on their face. They have a beard. They don't have scars on their face. And they have a sword. That's kind of the tips I'm rolling with. Is there any way I could check my Yeah, there's a way I could check my quest log from here. So let's do that. So carry a sword, has a beard, and no distinctive scars or space markings. And they're saying that's enough. Man, that ain't enough for nothing. I want to know his name, his address. So he's a hardy contender. They're confident, dignified, and bold. Alright, let's go check out the bold because he's a little closer. If he doesn't have a beard or face scars, we can just move on. But at this point, like, I hate having to fight people like that. Yo, I was gonna say, where did the horse thief go? We're gonna need all the people. Yo, you got your thing on you? You're strapped? You're strapped, right? Yeah, you're strapped and you're strapped. Alright, cool. Just gotta make sure these people have weapons on them. I was pretty sure I gave them weapons, but sometimes they fucking drop them and shit. Because not having, I hate fighting without a shield because it makes it so much harder to block. Alright, so here's the bold contender. He has a beard. I don't see any face scars. Oh, I see a sword. Alright, so I have to remember this guy. This guy here, the bold contender. No face scars, has a beard. Alright, let me go check the other ones. Let me make sure that this is proper. Gotta do a proper check here. So I know person bold contender Backstreet has a beard, has no face scars, so that makes him a candidate. He's the #1 candidate so far. I'm gonna go check the waterfront, especially because I like looking out in the ocean. This is definitely a town I want to take. Like if I mean, I could do without like the thatch roofing and the looks like super unstructured housing builds and all the trash everywhere. I could do without that. But like a town in the ocean would be a nice place to have a seat. I'm guessing Sharas probably looks pretty nice too. I'm gonna go check out Sharas after this. Because Sharas is on the ocean. I actually already own that town. They probably look a lot better. It probably looks a lot better and a lot more organized. Alright, let's check this real quick. There's 2 contenders over here. The confident contender and the dignified contender. The confident contender kind of has a beard. But he has an axe. Oh, he has a mace, excuse me, so that's not him. The dignified contender obviously has scarring on his face. He has face paint and shit. And he has a sword though, but he has face paint, so it's not him. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that bold contender. Yo, Horsey, what are you doing, bro? Why is it taking you so long to get places? I need you to stay with me. I'm gonna go check out the hardy contender just because I haven't seen him yet. Let's go see what the hardy contender looks like. He's all the way across the city. We got a nice little harbor here that looks mad unorganized too. Like this whole place, it's like in a nice locale, but looks mad unorganized. But then again, you know, they're probably super organized. It's just I'm a tourist here, so I don't really know what's going on, you know. This is like when it pays off to have high, like relatively high athletics. Because back in the early game, when my athletics was trash, I would not be doing this because it would take for fucking ever for me to run anywhere. Like you see, I'm like kind of dusting my companions. Like Horse Steve is back there, like, sir, wait up, catching his breath and shit. But I'm like, I'm actually pretty good. Okay, so this seems like more like their dock area over here, which is pretty dope. It's still a little roughly put together. Hopefully my companions don't fall in the water and die or anything. Got this random clearing here that looks like it's pretty out in the open. I don't know why the police don't. I guess there's no police really. There's the other guy. He does not have a beard. They made sure to do that. He doesn't have a beard. He has a sword. He has really nice stuff. I like his stuff. So after I find out who this guy is and take down the spy, so it definitely is a bold contender. After I take him down, I'm definitely gonna join the tournament and kick everybody's ass too, just so they know like, oh, not only was this guy here to take out the spy, he was also here to win the tournament. Why was he here to win the tournament? Because he can. You know, gotta make sure I emphasize that point as well too. I gotta make sure these ops know like, yeah, there are no free meals out here. If I'm in the town and there's a tournament going on, you're losing. That's just how it goes. Alright, let me go over here and probably get into a fight with this guy. Hopefully I don't have to run him down because I'm pretty slow. And if he's fast, he could probably outrun me. And hopefully, I mean, I really don't want to fight him wearing what I'm wearing, and he seemed like he had pretty good armor on. Which means he's gonna do some damage. So once I get there, I'll wait for my companions to get there. I want to make sure we have numbers. If we do have to fight him, hopefully no one else will join in. So it'll just be 1-on-3, and I don't have to do too much blocking because blocking is pretty fucking difficult in this game. Blocking with the one-handed sword, or even with the two-handed sword, and trying to parry attacks is kind of difficult because sometimes the mouse isn't as responsive as you'd want it to be, even with my settings tuned to how I like it. And obviously, getting the block wrong puts you in a situation where you just get hit clean, and you're kind of standing there. So I'll wait for my companions to hurry the f up and get up here because they're slower than me. But it's definitely this guy, and we're gonna confront him right here, right now. So there's Willowbark, and it sucks because Willowbark's not a fighter, so she'll probably go down if it's too many. If we have to fight all these guys here, for example, we probably are able to win. But Willowbark's definitely going down. Horse Thief is gonna be my guy, and we're gonna have to pull it off in that aspect. But let's get this guy. Let's call him for his shit. Oh shit, I'm fighting this guy. Oh, did I get to put my armor on? So if I get to put my armor on, oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, it's over for you. Actually, let's use my bow real quick. I haven't used my. This bow is a really strong one. All right, he has a sword and shield. All right, let's go. And doop, 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 doop. Yeah. So at this point in my guy's career, he's actually really fucking strong. So stuff like that happens really cool. It's really cool. I really love to see it. So I'm pretty sure that was him. If it's not, the other spot just got away for free. Oh no, it was him. You love to see it. Hey, the spy among us. Look at all those stop conspiracies I just did not do. Alright, the spy among us. We completed it. Nice 3,200. I mean, obviously that does nothing for us. But, that was actually a pretty cool quest. They should do more of that. That's definitely something I'll do on my own, like, private second playthrough when I don't try and start a Kingdom Sandbox style, because it's a little more difficult to do that. I probably do a playthrough where I kind of just like am a noble for a different faction or a different clan or some shit. That would be pretty cool. Oh, I killed him outright in the field. Okay, that's cool. And Callhan, are we friends now because of that? No, we're almost friends. But he is head of Ivana. Oh no, he's not. He's not even the head of his clan. Meldeer. Let's see, who's his family? So he has a good amount of childs. He has a decent amount of friends here. Decent amount of enemies. Decent amount of friends. I don't see Cowdog in this list of friends though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Cowdog on his list of friends. I know Cowdog is the head of Botana. He doesn't have that many friends. And Cole Heron? Okay, so Cole Heron is one of his friends. But the leader of this clan, Bob Pavane, tier 6, they're a higher tier than us. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy. See what we could do. See if we can come to an agreement on him switching sides, you feel me? That was actually a pretty fun quest. I mean, it was for me. Let me know if you guys enjoyed something like that. It'd be dope as well, since I'm a faction leader, if I could give out quests too. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so these guys don't have much. 24 stacks. They have a lot of fish though. We could basically redistribute the fish. We only have 38 fish left, so that'd be something. I'm gonna buy fish anyways, just for my guys to eat, and a lot of them. We can also sell this fish inland for some decent prices. So I'll go ahead and take like a good amount. Let's take 300. And if I well, let's take 300, and if I find a good place for trading them, which is kind of listed here, Karg Baseth, Penkanak. I think I'm going to Karg Baseth anyways for 29. We could sell like 100 fish and get some good money there. They also have grain that's pretty cheap, but we don't need any grain. They have beer that's cheap. I'll take like 75 beer, just to up the food variety for my guys. Beer is good. Pottery is pretty cheap here, so we'll take all of it. Hides, pretty cheap here, we'll take all of that. Linen is kind of cheap here, so it's gonna be a good trade coming out of this place as well. So we'll give them 20 stacks. That's not a problem with me. Isn't it nice to be rich? It goes for real life too, to be honest with you, but it's nice to be rich in this game. You can kind of just spend money. Alright, so Penkanak and Kar Benseth. Yeah, that's right, Benseth. We're heading to Kar Benseth anyways, so this will be a nice little trade mission we're about to run here. Let's check this inventory real quick, and I think everything we bought there is going to end up going to Kar Benseth anyways. And meat is still pretty good, but let me reinforce it a little. Some fresh meat on the menu. So we check here, Kar Benseth for 133. We can take it to Penkanak and Marna for 219. Linen, same thing. Penkanak is a lot better for 155. Marnoth for 181. So it looks like I'm going to check in with Marnoth first to get these good prices. Yeah, hides are good there. Pottery is good there. So I'm going to go to Marnoth real quick. Haul ass over to Marnoth, which isn't. It's kind of on the way a little. But you know, if we head down here, head up here, it's not the end of the world. So let's go ahead and make this journey here. We don't need any more archers, so I'm not gonna run over there and make them join us. We actually need more cavalry units, so mountain bandits would actually probably wouldn't be the end of the world for me to take into our forces. Like these brigands and hellmans, they eventually upgrade into banner knights from that stage, or if I let them become highwaymen, they go up to banner knights as well. So they have a pretty good path here. So highwaymen to banner knights. So at the underworld, these hillmen could convert straight over to vanguards if I needed them to, or I could let them become brigands and go to banner knights. So that's why I did this. This is basically 6 advanced cavalry units in the making for us. As we head over here and try and get some good money on the trade market. So yeah, I do need to, like, you know, obviously fill out my cavalry a little more. But it's nice to be moving this fast across the map. It makes us look almost like we're a frickin' caravan. hopefully the price is held. You just see what, 2 caravans just left out of here. One of the caravans was mine. Hopefully the price is held. It took us what, 2-3 days to get here. So the fish price is held pretty well. I'll get us down to 200, a little over 200 fish. Because fish is pretty expensive here, so that price held. We're gonna hold until the beer. The linen price held as well, 147. Zenica for 195. Zenica is always in trouble just because of their location, so we'll take the linen prices. The fur prices held as well. That's great. Pottery prices held, and they actually went up a little high. It's nice. So we're definitely making racks here. Definitely made all that money back. Even the money that I spent, like, that wasn't on stuff that we're gonna trade, we made that back immediately too. So that's dope. And do they have anything here? Clay, Karg Beseth for 32. That might be because we're heading up there, so I could take that, but it's not that much of a increase in price. It doesn't look like they have anything crazy here that we could take up there, so we'll just take this and be on our way. Gain a couple levels. Highland Noble Bracers. Those seem like pretty good. And we've only fought one person this episode, so let's fight. Highland Noble Bracers. Those actually look pretty fucking cool. Did they upgrade the tournament prizes again? Cause they, oh, whoa, all archers. Holy shit, that guy is about to get fucked. There are some good archers on this team. Now that guy that I just eliminated there was actually a pretty good archer. Okay. There we go. Stop getting tired and fucking fire your bow. Three on 4. Yeah, I knew he was gonna go down ASAP. Oh. 3 on 2. We should win this. If I connect with my arrows, we're basically guaranteed to win. And game over. It's game over, man. It's game over. Hopefully this also lets me on my levels of my archer. Oh fuck, 2-handed swords. Sometimes it's best to just dodge these things. Use my overwhelming athleticism to just like wrap around them and shit. Because it's fucking hard to dodge because they could just like switch directions on where they're aiming and shit. Just like you can. You could be up here and then kind of switch over to the side and shit. So most of the time I want to use my overwhelming athletic ability. See, the computer is a much better blocker than us. So if I use my overwhelming athletic ability, that puts me in a much better spot. So I can kind of just wrap around where they are. Where's this guy at? Over here? Axes. Kind of wrap around and shit. This guy is a better athlete than me. But I got the first strike. I hit him right in the fucking chest with the axe. So let's see what these bracers look like. Highland Noble Bracers. I don't expect them to be better than the ones I have right now. I have the decorated ones, but maybe I could give this to Horse Thief and he'll be like appreciative of it. You know? They sound like they're cool. I forgot to do the tournament Omir too. Oh well. They sound like they're cool. Let's see here. Yeah, they're worth 1100. I want to see what they look like. Okay. It's not the greatest look, but it's not the worst look either. Obviously, I'm gonna keep my bracers. And Horse Thief has padded mittens, so these aren't gonna be better than that. And Willow Barker also has padded mittens. Maybe I could give it to my wife here. It's better than hers, and they don't look awful. They match it. They blend in a little. They're better armor and they blend in a little. So I'll let her have that. And let's see, trade-wise, see if there's anything I can get from here and bring to other places. Also, I have some stuff I could offload as well. They have 54 racks, so I could make a little money here. Let's see, what do you guys have? Do you have anything good? Kilt over padded leather. That's actually a really good piece of armor, but it just doesn't fit in with what I'm trying to do. And this woodland chainmail is technically better than the chainmail I have right now. It's just like the non-damage version of it, so I could do that. But at that point, I might as well just keep what I have on, and not spend that extra money for no reason. So they have like bear heads and fur helmets and shit. Good for them. And this noble helmet with a feather is better than what I have on now, which is respectable. So if I was like a full Highland warrior, these things would be stuff I'd be looking into. Highland warrior bracers, warlord bracers, it's pretty dope. These things actually look pretty fucking cool too. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Alright, but I like my decorated shit. If I could find decorated plate armor, that would be fucking dope. And see what they have in terms of this stuff. They have a noble longbow. Ha, gotcha. I already have a noble longbow. You feel me? We're lit, baby. And they have a noble bow here, which if I wanted to just go straight from horseback, would be the option I would need to take. Knight's kite shield. They don't have any. Like, I have the decorated shield not because it's the best shield, it's because it's decorated. And they don't have any upgrade to that. And sword. This broadsword here, I have a Damascus steel Spathian. So this broadsword here obviously has higher cut damage because I'm looking at the one-handed version of it. So if I check the one-handed version here and compare, my sword's better in every way. So there's nothing I could really get here, but I could go ahead and trade in some of the stuff that I have. I have a heavy crossbow, short bow, all this stuff here. I could trade this in and get some money for that. I have a bunch of armor and stuff here. We could trade this in and get some money for this. Nice little 21 stacks coming back. Love to see that. And everything else I'll keep. I'll smelt that stuff down. He's still tired from before. Dweeb. Alright, so there's nothing here. Spike and mace, I don't think I've smelt that before, so I'll smelt that real quick. Everything else here, let's do this. Everything I can get like iron out of it, I'll do that just to increase my smelting skill. And then also I'm a pretty good efficient charcoal maker, so I'll make some charcoal. And he's tired. So horse thief, you're up. Get us some wood. And he's tired. So willow bark, you're up. Get us some more wood. Some pickaxes, some sickles. And she's not tired yet, but we could get a move on here. Alright, to the keep. Who am I looking for again? Meldeer. He's in Marnoth. Whoopsies. Whoops. Whoopsies. Alright, so let me head back to Marnoth. We passed him on the road here. That's him right there, right? Oh, Meldeer, not Beldeer. Silly me. What's this banner look like? Deer. There's a Highland fur coat on the message on the docket here. He's also not here right now, so I'm gonna join this tournament. But I have to find him. Where's he at? Where'd he go? Senyan. So he's kind of up north that way. So let me go ahead and win this tournament real quick. There's a prize to be won, so I'm trying to win it. Doesn't matter how full, even though I'm not gonna use it, doesn't matter. I want to win it. It's because. Oh shit. This is a horrible look. Like, these guys with bows are in a much better advantageous position than us. They can shoot us on the way in. We have no way to defend that. Oh shit. Yo, hit this person with the arrows. Get her out of there. I'm gonna go take this guy. Fuck it. You missed me. Now you guys gotta fight each other. I'm gonna take the winner. The ultimate slyness. Yo! Why do they spawn us on top of each other? Like, he's about to go down. I gotta take this guy out before before this person goes down and it's 2-on-1. Oh, it's Willow Bark. My bad, homie. I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I was saying sometimes you gotta swing until you win. That's mostly my tactics when it comes to fighting without a shield. Swing until you connect, and move around quickly so they can't connect with you. All right, he went up to Senyon. We're on his ass. There he is. Melodier. 241. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, let's play. 75%. I have an oath to my liege. That's good. Caldog is not known for keeping his word. If he ever violates the oath for you, that it absolve you of your duty to him. One of these two is gonna get me here. It's gonna get me over the line. I don't know if Caldog is known for keeping his word, to be honest with you. Maybe I should have looked that up before I started. Charm and honor. So both of them are about the same. 75% chance here. That's actually pretty decent. This guy is a really strong clan leader, so if we could, this would be a really good cop. Fuck it. Okay. I flipped the coin in my head and we got one. So now we just need 3 more. Okay, we're making progress. 2 more. Don't think it's gonna work. I still have my expectations nice and low, but we have a chance here. We have a legit chance. Badly outnumbered, a rebellion should at least have a chance of success. Like, bro, I've probably beat you with the field. Like, I don't know what you're talking about right now. Better to die fighting for a just rule to live under an unjust one. I have a strategy to win, and my strategies always work eventually. Sure. Okay. Okay. 1 more. Here it is. Do or die right here, right now. Oh, never mind. Okay, so he's not upset at me. He just, isn't persuaded by me. That was a Hail Mary one though, because he's a tier 6 clan. We get him. We have some real muscle going our way. And we're looking in terms of strength. We're not looking too bad. 7,000 isn't too bad. We've been at a more steep disadvantage before and not folded, so I don't think we're gonna fold now. That puts us firmly ahead of all the other kingdoms that have no territory. So Landia, Sturgia, Southern Empire, the Northern Empire, the places that don't have any territory, we're firmly ahead of them. Everybody else is ahead of us. Going to war maybe with the Azerai and trying to take all their shit would probably be a decent idea, because in terms of strength, they're the weakest. We could probably take a lot of their shit, and they may not be able to reply. We could take over the desert basically and become like a desert war place, but I don't like the desert troops, for being honest. But then again, oh, they were able to take Kiss back. But then again, they have one of the most consistent kingdoms in terms of land, least consistent. They have isolated town and a couple castles up here that would be ripe for the taking. Which actually, they have a pretty good foothold up here to be staging attacks from other places. But for the most part, I'm not worried about them from up there. But if we could kind of strike at their heart here, Sonala and Ascar are super profitable towns in terms of setting up workshops. And they got 6 towns down here that we might be able to start a war campaign and kind of march through. Starting with this town and this castle here. If we started a war campaign with a big enough army, I think we would kind of go uncontested all the way into Caesarea. I want revenge on Batana, but maybe it'd be best if I knocked off the Azerai a little more. Maybe take all the way up until this river here and have this river be our border. Take everything from where we are to this river here. So all these towns and all these castles. Maybe I take all that to increase our realm's strength. Add in another 2 clans and then really go to war with Batana like on level footing. That's a very interesting aspect too. Also, this castle here, I love that castle's strategic positioning. Uh, that would give me an opportunity to take that as well. There's a bunch of things I could do here, but ultimately I do need more clans. I definitely need more clans to join my cause. I think I need 1 or 2 more clans before I want to go to war. So I have to ask around and see who wants to join me. There has to be a more efficient way for me to pick up clan members though. And whatever that way is, I have to find out how to do it. I'll go ahead and pick up some hogs here. We need some cheese and butter and grapes. I have to start picking up resources again. Looking for those cows. I hear sheeps. Grain, grapes, hogs, hardwood. I'm about to head down to Char's. So I'm almost done, but I'm a little hungry and I definitely want to. Still gotta work out today, do laundry and shit. But I'm almost about to wrap it up. But I do need to keep an eye out for everything I could buy in terms of food products and shit for my guys. It looks like the mercenaries aren't as willing to leave that easily anymore, which is cool. Sargot here. I'm looking at the defenders. They still don't have a lot of defenders, so I mean, realistically, if I got my full party and attacked this town, I could almost take it with just my party alone without even an army. Obviously, I'd use an army just to have complete overwhelming force to like ensure that we take minimal casualties and shit. But that's actually pretty crazy. The defenders in that town they're not that high. If they were to go to war with us, we'd be on their ass. I'd be right in that town. Yeah, so this town is extremely prosperous in my opinion. We have the prosperity going up as well. We have trained militia going. And I can increase the prosperity even more. So we have trained militia. We have 271 militia people here. Uh, so it's not that weak. We don't have a high garrison count. So my towns aren't the most well protected, but we could definitely make them more prosperous. Let's see. Yeah. I kind of want to see the sightlines in this town too. Based off of what I saw in Almere, this place should be nice because it's a coastal city. But let's see if they replicate that in some way. See, like this to me looks better. You know, looks a little more organized. Has better constructed houses with fucking like panels and shit with fucking with tiling on the roof so they look a little more permanent. Streets are a little more clear. Like if I'm in charge, I'm technically in charge of the towns. I'd actually pay the streets more to look like that all the time, but that's neither here nor there. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say I do remember coming into this town before and not seeing the water all crazy. Yeah, Omir is just a really nice place. Let's see what it looks like on the waterfront, because this town is an oceanfront town. But it looks like Omir just because I guess the location just looks really fucking cool. Because this place doesn't even look like it's on the water. Let's head over to the waterfront and see what they're doing over there. See what these pants are doing. Yeah, it's waterfront. It's not even waterfront. Like, you guys are standing on dry ass land. Womp. But yeah, like okay, so Sharas is more of like I don't know, man. Looking at it here, this was a castle. They should have docks somewhere. Nah, I'm looking again. This is gonna be the last thing I do before I log off. I wanna see it. So they have it pretty well accurately done from the big map. So there's over there. So they're saying the waterfront's over there, but you just can't see it. Mark on fish sauce. What the fuck? Why would you name yourself that? Yeah, it looks like you just can't see the waterfront. It's somewhere through there. I was curious. That's whack. I kinda want to see the ocean. If it was like a nice scenic view of the ocean, this would definitely be my seat of power. Where are some other ocean towns? Another one that I want to take is Ortiza. That looks more like something that you might be able to see water from. Ortiza. Kayaz is not one. Sinala, I believe, is one though. Sinala is a super dope place, and I want it. Want it so bad. They got that arena over there popping. Let's investigate Ortiz real quick because they are on our hit list. in terms of places that we might siege and take. I just need to find more clans. Maybe I'd be better off talking to like the weaker clans. So if I like talk to them and they're like weaker, they may be more inclined to maybe join. I want a spectacular, breathtaking view. This feels a little Roman. So this is Imperial Town. Hey, they got a fountain popping. That's respectable. That's actually pretty dope. You gotta give credit where credit's due. That's a tough thing to build. I like this town. Man, they're here playing games. So it looks like Omer has that special view. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for today. He did some cool quests. Let me go, actually, let me go talk to this guy real quick, see if he's in charge. So it'll always be nice to try and weaken my enemies. Karakaji left. I was waiting for somebody to leave. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I'll help out. He doesn't need my help, but I'll help. Soldier! Attack! He doesn't need, they don't need my help, but I'll help. Just because I have cavalry, so I'll get there first. Yeah. They're about to do something. We got them out of there. By 2. You got a negative. He low-key hates me. It'd be a horrible idea for me to bring him into my kingdom. He try and freaking start a rebellion. So because he hates me, he is not a candidate to join. Because he would start a rebellion on sight. He'd on-site me. Good for them. Nice chef helping out there. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up for today. I'll be back tomorrow. You know the vibes. It's your boy Moose. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate you. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.